Sweet. So an exciting thing happened yesterday morning when I woke up and saw that next week we're getting our first Reading Festival 2019 announcement. This will be my 12th year going. Probably one of the biggest journeys for me because I'm going all the way from Australia. So hopefully it's really good. I've already done a video of some of the acts that I'm expecting to see headline the bill, and then I got loads of comments and I did some more reading, and I thought it would be just a good idea to go over some more that I've thought about over the last few weeks. So I talked about the 1975, I talked about Bring Me the Horizon, I talked about Foo Fighters and Mumford & Sons and Green Day as potential headliners in the last video, but there's some more that I think are certainly in the running. I mean, we got our first Glastonbury announcement this morning to see that Stormzy's headlining. It's an interesting choice for Glastonbury, a man on his first album. I mean, the Arctic Monkeys did it on their first album, so they clearly don't follow the same kind of headline rules as Reading tend to. There is a lot of noise going on at the moment. Number one, there's a festival going on right over there, and it's 5 o'clock, so there's nothing but traffic going past my door. So the first artist first band who I think could headline is Vampire Weekend. They've not played Reading since 2014. I can't believe it's been that long. They're a really influential indie band. A-Punk is one of those songs that still gets played at every university disco ever. And, you know, their 3 albums have been wildly influential on indie music and band music. Ezra has a show on Beats One and talks with lots of really good artists and different people about the science of music and all sorts of other wonderful things. It's a really funny show to check out, actually, if you get a chance. But they've got a new album coming out next year. Well, they've announced that it's completed. It could be the end of this year, but I would imagine it'll be next year at this stage. As I said, they've not played Reading since 2014. 4 albums, they're back together. I think they're ripe for that slot. The next band is one that seems to be rumoured everywhere, and it seems to get rumoured every year, and I don't think they're really a very Reading band, and that's Gorillaz. Now, don't get me wrong, I think that Reading is a really good rock festival, and I think that Reading is a really good indie festival, and more recently, obviously, there's lots of dance music and hip-hop that's coming through, but it's certainly way more an alternative festival than it is either of those. I don't think Gorillaz fit the bill properly for that. They've never played Reading before, and I think that you would more likely see either Blur or The Good, The Bad, The Queen play Reading rather than Gorillaz. But that's just my opinion. But there's lots of comments, so I thought I'd address it and add it in. Another band that I forgot to mention that seems to be rumoured everywhere is 21 Pilots. Now, 21 Pilots are back with their 3rd album. They have a huge following. And they just played a couple of shows at Brixton Academy and sold it out. So, you know, I think they're a very big band. Do I think that the headline main stage festival band? I don't think so. I think it's more likely that we'll see them headline the NME tent. Or the Radio 1 tent, sorry. Whether that happens or not, we shall see. And the last band is one that I can't believe I forgot off my last list, and that's the Arctic Monkeys. They had a huge Mercury-nominated album out this year. I personally thought it was utter tripe, but yeah, that's just my opinion. They've not played Reading since 2014 when they headlined on the AM tour. I think they're probably more likely to get booked for Glastonbury. I think that's more than likely to happen. I think you might get either, for Glastonbury, obviously we've got Stormzy already announced. I think it's more likely to be Arctic Monkeys, Stormzy, and maybe Elton John or Madonna or Paul McCartney. But that's how it works. At Glastonbury, I don't think we'll see them at Reading. So that's my opinion on some of the other potential headline acts. I don't know if we're going to get a headline act announced next week or not, or whether that is just going to be something that's announced, or we're just going to get a few like big bands and some filler. But we shall see. Those are my opinions. I'd love to know everyone else's opinion. Also, I've got a part 1 to this video, so if you want to go back and watch that, that'd be great. And if you want any more Reading content, there's going to be a lot more of this in the next few days and the kind of coming weeks. So please like and subscribe if you want to see more. Well, great. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.